North Node in Capricorn, what's going on? It's your girl D here with 8th house energy and 8th house readings, here to bring you your North Node reading for the month of October. I hope all is well. Thank you for checking out the channel. Make sure you subscribe to this one and my other channel, which is called Mini Styles of Tarot. The link for that's in the box below, as well as information on a personal reading. Take what resonates, okay? Leave the rest. It's a general reading. Your North Node is the energy that you're supposed to master in this lifetime. Your South Node, for you, Capricorn, is Cancer. So you've mastered the Cancer energies in your past life and in your childhood, and you're supposed to use the knowledge of those to master your North Node Capricorn energy. Now, your South Node Cancerian energy could be an energy of personal security. All right, this is also an energy of close family bonds, close family connection, family oriented. This could also be about motherhood, okay, or being a nurturing, loving environment, a nurturing, loving feel. I can't even talk. All right, so you're supposed to take those energies of Cancer that I described, also patriotism, loyalty, and you use those energies to master the Capricorn North Node energies. The Capricorn North Node energies are to take those energies and to enterprise them. To put them in a position where you're able to create something out of them. It could be your own business. It could be your own business. It could be something behind the scenes. It doesn't necessarily have to be where you're out front in the spotlight, but it's something that will make you very successful. So let's take a look and see what we got going on, because the universe may present some energies towards you this month that may put you in a position where you're supposed to come away from the energies of Cancer and move towards the energies of Capricorn. So let's see how this plays out. The overall energy is the Emperor energy. So yeah, there's definitely some type of taking action. Also, it could be an energy of, making sure that you take care of yourself. Okay, because the Aries energy represents the mastery of self. So the cards that we have here is the Ten of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, the Four of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse, and the Knight of Wands in reverse. So I feel like there's an energy here or a situation here where you could be burned out, if it's in relation to work or just anything in period where you're finding it difficult to make things fair, or to create an environment where you're able to provide for yourself. For some of you, you may have wanted to buy a house or move into an apartment, and you may not have enough money to do so. That could be the case. So some of you could be considering moving. Maybe you don't have enough money to pay your rent. It could be a position where you're not able to pay your rent. For some of you, you may forfeit on the lease. And then with the Knight of Wand energy in reverse here, you may end up just, moving out abruptly. Let's take a look at the top 5 cards here. So we have the Emperor energy, the Tower, the Five of Cups reverse, the Moon reverse, and the Page of Swords. So yeah, for some of you, you may end up moving out. You may live in a house with family members, and it may be getting to the point where it's like you're trying to save to get your own. You may not be saying anything to them. You could have a roommate situation as well, where you either live with family members or roommates. You have roommates, and it's to the point where you want to go out on your own, right? So this could be a scenario or situation where you, like for example, the Cancer energy in South Node could be, maybe you have your family has a name for whatever reason. So your family has a name, or they're known for something, for whatever it is that they're known for, and maybe you are trying to come out from underneath the name and set your own path, so that it's like, okay, yeah, okay, the example I think of is I think her name is Mary Trump. I was just talking to a friend about that last night. In reference to Mary Trump. She separated herself from the rest of the family. She's a psychologist. She did write a book about Trump and all of his misdeeds and what was going on in the family and things like that. So this would be, that would describe an example, just a very general sample, where you have someone who has a famous last name, but they separated themselves and went on onto their own to do their own thing, to make their own name. And sometimes that may be in a manner that's to disassociate from the family environment. And it doesn't have to just be a family environment. It could also be like a military situation here where you normally will work with a group of people, but you're now going to corporate or whatever status. And forgive me for my ignorance of not knowing the levels of sergeant, staff, private, things like that. Like, I don't know the levels, but I feel like somebody's coming out from a group and going into their own thing. So it could be like even not in just the military, but could be in the police organization as well, because Capricorn rules the rules and regulations and authority. All right, so that's police, military, legal systems, things like that. But it's more so I feel like it's more so the executive branch, where you execute the law, or you execute military military strategies. So yeah, I feel like that could be the case here. Some of you may be finding out that you're getting deployed, or you may have a family member or friend who's getting deployed. Somebody may have gotten word that a family member passed away in some type of military situation here. Somebody could be trying to find where their family member is, or trying to hear if their family member's okay. But I do get, for a lot of you, there's an energy here of moving out of a house. For some of you, it could be, it could be your child who may want to move out from underneath your roof. Maybe you're making things a little difficult for them so they can go out there, and so then maybe they want to listen. You could be a situation here where maybe you're reminiscing about this. This could be about you, or it could be about your children. Maybe you're making things a little difficult for them so that they start learning responsibility, so that they can go out on their own. Maybe you're trying to push your child out of the nest, so to speak, trying to push them out of the house. You're trying to get them to save money so that they can go out and do their own thing and not live underneath the family. Or, it could even be an adult type situation here where you have adult children, adult parent, and maybe this adult child is still dependent financially upon the parent or the family because of whatever reason. And maybe this is a situation here where it's like, okay, now you have to go out there and make a living for yourself and do for yourself, because the family is not going to be able to take care of you anymore or provide for you anymore. This could be a situation also with the military. Maybe you're leaving the military now, so now you have to find a place for you, a place to live, and where you're not living on base anymore, or there's no housing in the area of where you're going to be, or the position that you're taking, so you have to find your own housing. So I do feel like some of you may have to do this quickly. Okay, there could be some secret type of situation going on too as well, where you have to move quickly, but you have to move away from the comforts and the security of where you are to go someplace else. So some of you may need to leave home, or you may have a family member who may be pressed with the issue of leaving home, or someone having to move, or someone possibly being what's the word I'm looking, evicted. Excuse me. And if it's a house, it could be, tax evasion, or, someone not able to pay taxes. So that's why the house is, that may be why they have to move, or maybe they're not able to get the money for the taxes. So they only have a short period of time to get it, is what I'm getting here. The deadline may have already passed for some. Okay, so some people now have to move out, because the Ten of Wands here is at the final stage of things. So yeah, there could have been, the sheriff could have come to the door, okay, or put some type of notice on the door, or a lock on the door is what I'm getting here. Someone could have been very depressed about that, but they're getting over it. They're getting past it. But yeah, that's what I got that you guys might be dealing with. It's not exactly that, of course, for everybody, but something along the lines where you're going to have to separate for something that's comfortable, something that you considered safe and secure, or a unit that you may have considered family. It could be an organization, it could be a group, it could be a gang. I don't know. It could be anything, but somebody has to go out on their own and make a name for themselves. They may have gotten kicked out of the group, out of the home. I mean, that could have happened here, okay, where somebody has to go out and make their own way. Yeah, so that's what I got for you, North Node in Capricorn. If you need a personal reach out, my information is in the box below, but don't forget to subscribe to this channel and my other channel, The Mini Styles of Tarot. You'll find a link for the Mini Styles in the box below the video as well. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming to check out the channel one more again. And I'll see you guys in the next reading. Later, North Node Cap.